Welcome. Let's practice ordering decimals. In the past, you've ordered decimals using a number line. That's one option. Here we'll show you another option, which is using place value. As you learn this method, you might want to use a blank place value grid. I showed a grid from the ones to the thousandths place, but we could make it bigger or smaller if we needed to. We're going to take just one digit and put it in each square. And if we have empty boxes to the right, we could fill those in with zeros. So in my first example, I want to order these numbers from biggest to smallest. I just copied them into my grid, 1.43, 1.56, 2.08, and 1.4. I'm going to start by looking at the place value furthest to the left. In this case, that's the ones column, and I'm going to find the biggest number. There's one number that has a 2 in the ones place. Since there's only one of those, I know that 2.08 must be the biggest number. As I work from this point, I'm only using the remaining numbers. So we're going to disregard the number in green. Since the other values are all the same, they're all ones, we're going to have to move over to the tenths. So I highlighted the ones value and notice they're all the same. So we're looking at the tenths place, and now we're going to find the biggest number in the tenths place. In the tenths place, I found one digit that was the 5. There's nothing else as big as the 5, so I know that this is my second biggest number. To keep our work organized, it might be good to maybe make a note as you do this. So just so you remember, I put a number 1 by 2.08 and a number 2 by 1.56, and I'm going from biggest to smallest. Now we only have two values left, and remember, they had the same value in the ones and the tenths place. So now I'm looking over to the hundredths place, and I notice the top row has a 3, the bottom row is empty. At the beginning, we said that that empty value can be filled in with a 0. Now, when I'm comparing the hundredths place, I can see that 1.43 is bigger than 1.40, since 3 is larger than 0. So that would mean that's my next bigger spot. And so that leaves my remaining number, 1.40, as the smallest. That means from biggest to smallest, we have 2.08, 1.56, 1.43, and 1.4. It's really important to read the question and know what they're asking us to do. If they ask for smallest to biggest, it's okay. Then make sure you just switch the order. Smallest to biggest is 1.4, 1.43, 1.56, and 2.08. Let's try one more. This one is asking us to go smallest to biggest. I found that many students think it's easier to go from biggest to smallest and then just switch the order at the end. So we're going to start with biggest to smallest. I start by looking in my ones column, and I notice right away that all of my ones are the same. So I scoot over to the tenths column. 2 of my tenths are the same. I scoot over to the hundredths column. 2 of my hundredths are the same. So I have to go all the way to the thousandths until I see a difference between the top. In the thousandths, my second number has a 7. So that one is the largest value. The other one that has a value in the thousandths place is going to be the second biggest. That one's number 2. And then finally, the one on the bottom was number 3. Because remember, that one had a 7 in the